Hello friends and welcome to Pure Brain Joy. In this video, I'll tell you the complete story of Hazrat Dawud, peace be upon him, and his followers, who became monkeys for their greed. So let's start. Prophet Dawud, peace be upon him, was one of the righteous people of Banu Israel, who joined the army of Banu Israel when he was a very young boy. He was among those who agreed upon fighting with the people of Jerusalem to capture the Holy Land, as commanded by Allah Almighty. Prophet Dawud, also known as David, he was born in Jerusalem in the 10th century BCE, like other prophets. Prophet Dawud alayhi salam was a beloved prophet of Allah Almighty, and Allah Almighty bestowed him with miraculous powers and great strength. He was the one who established the rules of Allah. Prophet Dawud alayhi salam is mentioned 16 times by his name in different chapters of the Quran in various narrations. The holy book Zubur, Psalms, was revealed on Dawud alayhi salam. It is narrated that 70,000 people who were followers of Hazrat Dawud, peace be upon him, they used to live at the place called Aqaba, situated near the ocean in the village of Ella. They used to lead a very lavish and happy life. Allah Almighty put them through a trial by forbidding to fish on Saturdays and kept its permissibility in the remainder days of the week. But the fact that fishing was forbidden on Saturdays, because the fish used to come in abundance only on Saturdays compared to other days of the week, the devil misled them and advised them to dig a few streams from the ocean, turning their ends into ponds, and when the fish enter into the pond on Saturdays, then close their exit without having to fish that day. And by doing this they can catch them the next day. They like the manipulative strategy without thinking that if the fish are trapped by closing their exit in Saturdays, then it is actually a form of hunting, which was made forbidden for them. The Jews were split into 3 groups that day. Some abstained from fishing on Saturdays and tried to reform the ones that were eager to do it. They were angry at them and cut ties with them. Some remained silent deliberately despite knowing and acknowledging that it was an evil idea, and they even tried to stop the first group from preaching to them to abstain from fishing by saying, "Why are you advising a nation which is about to be perished by Allah's wrath or punishment?" Some were those cruel and unjust people that went against Allah's commands openly and went out fishing on Saturday, believing in the devil's manipulative strategy, ate the fish and sold them too. When the disobedient went for fishing, they being stooped, then the people that tried to stop them said, "We will not have any relationship with these transgressors." Hence, they divided the village into 2 portions by erecting a wall from the middle and also built a gate for entrance and exit. Hazrat Dawud, peace be upon him, cursed the fishermen in the state of anger. The effect of it was such that none of them came out the whole day. When people crossed the wall to find out, they saw that all of them turned into monkeys. When they opened the gate and entered the premises, they found out that they still recognized their relatives' faces and came closer and sniffed their clothes and immensely cried. But people did not recognize the ones that were turned into monkeys. The number of those who were turned into monkeys was 12,000. They lived for 3 days and were not able to eat or drink anything during that time, and died in this state of hunger and thirst. The group that stopped them from fishing was saved, and according to authentic narrations, the ones that remained silent and considered it bad were also saved from Allah's punishment. So we learned from the story is that never disobey Allah Almighty. But what's happening right now around the world? All of us are disobeying Allah Almighty, and we are doing what Allah has forbid us. Allah Almighty forgives all of us. Ameen.